Our monitors take us to Phoenix now, where in just a few hours, jury deliberations will start once again in Lori Vallow Daybell's trial. She's the Idaho mom who is already convicted of killing her children over her extreme religious beliefs. But in her latest trial, she's charged with conspiring with her brother to kill her fourth husband. This was in 2019. Jury deliberations started yesterday after closing arguments wrapped up. And joining us now from Phoenix, outside the courthouse, is CBS News reporter Andres Gutierrez. Andres, what did we hear during closing arguments yesterday?
Well, both sides ended up presenting two very different sides of what happened inside that day in July of 2019 inside Lori Vallow Daybell's house. The prosecutor Trina Case, spent almost 2 hours walking the jury through why they believe Charles Vallow was shot, not in self-defense, but was executed so Lori could cash in on his $1 million life insurance policy and end up eventually marrying her then boyfriend, Chad Daybell. The prosecutor ended up walking the jury through text messages that Lori sent just days after the killing, messages about getting rid of Charles and also about the evil spirits that possessed him that eventually ended up changing the beneficiary of his life insurance policy. Lori Vallow took about 20 minutes to present her closing arguments, and she said that this was a family tragedy and that the police on that day ended up treating this as a self-defense incident and ended up accusing the state of trying to, quote, retrofit a crime that does not exist. The judge, during the course of her 20 minutes speaking, had to interject with sustaining several objections that the prosecutor brought up because Lori was trying to bring up some evidence that had not even been introduced in the trial, and she tried to make that, explain that to the jury, and the judge had to remind the jury that they could only consider what they heard during the 2 weeks of testimony.
And Andres, can you tell us more about the evidence the jury is weighing in this case?
So about 19 witnesses were on the stand during the course of the 2 weeks, so they have to consider that. There are hundreds of exhibits, the text messages, body camera footage, and that's going to be one of the key pieces of evidence, body camera footage, where you see the lifeless body of Charles Vallow on the ground and Alex Cox, the brother, outside shortly after the incident. Appears to be calm. The prosecution saying that if this was indeed self-defense, that there would have been some more animation, some more emotions from both the brother and from Lori after this incident occurred. But they were calm outside the house. They also have the ballistics reports that they have to consider that indicate that the first bullet ended up hitting Charles in the chest, and then the second one was fired as he was already on the ground, which supports the prosecution's support that this was a claim of an execution. And then for motive, they also have the text messages that they have to consider from Lori that we talked about earlier, where they talk about the life insurance policy and those evil spirits.
Okay, Andres Gutierrez, thank you so much for following this case for us.